Well, how's it going today there, YouTube? I haven't put a video up in a couple of days. I've just been busy and whatnot, but today is Easter Friday, so happy Easter to everybody. Well, Good Friday, I should say. Oh, I'm just sitting here looking at old eBays. That might be our next prize, International 240. I'm kind of watching this here, but we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I fixed a buddy of mine's van this morning and did an outlet on a Dodge Caravan, so that was interesting, but went pretty smoothly. Nothing broke, which is always great. I had to manufacture a little tool to do the belt tensioner because I don't have a serpentine belt tool. So it's basically a skinny bar with a little nub on it to put in the tensioner. It's got a little half-inch square hold for like a half-inch socket or ratchet to go through, rather. Never needed one of those tools until today, so ended up making one, so that worked out pretty well. But speaking of junk tractors, I got the 4955 parts ordered up. I'm not gonna tell you guys what I got, but I will give you a little sneak peek here in just a second. Here's the 2B 4955. I guess I haven't done anything with it all week, so it's just kind of sat here on the shelf. Oh hey, there's a BR tractor. But anyway, as far as wheels and tires go, Dakota Toys had a set of these clamp-on duals, and I priced it out, and I figured somewhere between going with either a fat single tire and getting those takeoffs. Well, they're still 20 bucks, but they're still cheaper to go with those takeoffs. I think they look pretty good. Then there's another thing. I got 4960 front tires coming for it, so that should, I think, match up pretty nice. So we'll see what the tire treads look like, but see how that goes when it all gets here. I got spindles, cab interior, intake, exhaust, everything I need to put that tractor back together. But kind of wish I had that stuff this weekend so I could make a video for you guys, but you know, oh well, such is life, you know. You can't just sit here and play with tractors all day. Would be nice if I could pay my mortgage with building tractors, which, you know, you never know how things go, maybe one day. But there's not a whole lot going on today, boys. It's just a gorgeous day outside. It's about 11 degrees or so outside, but I don't know, I might go out and play in the shop a little bit and clean up a bit, because I don't know where half my tools went, because they're all over the place. I've been working on stuff, and I didn't put anything back, which is one of my pet peeves of mine, because I like to keep my toolbox clean, which you guys saw in my toolbox tour is kind of disorganized chaos. So we'll have some lunch and we'll go out and play in the shop maybe. So here's a little tool I fabricated. It used to be a 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter, impact adapter actually. Never used it, so what I ended up doing was taking the new Porter cable grinder I got last week in there with a cutoff disc on it, and I cut off just about where that little detent bulb goes. I cut it off there, and I ground it on the back a little bit. I ground maybe about 1/8 of an inch off, maybe a little bit more, and then I was able to get that up in there and inside the tensioner, and I locked onto it with a pair of channel locks, and I was able to twist that tensioner down. Because I don't have a serpentine belt tool, but what I very well might do, get a piece of flat stock, drill a hole in it, sit that through there, and then I'll weld it on there fast, so I get a little lever, maybe about 10 inches longer, so I'll make it, and that way get some leverage on it, so that way if I ever have to do another caravan or another front wheel drive vehicle, I have a tool to do it with. So yeah, homemade tools are sometimes always the best ones. Diddling around here, and I wanted to take these axle caps off the broken spindles of those 4850 front tires. Check this out, these things are so crusty. I barely put them in the vise. The other one was worse, but I dropped it on my floor somewhere. But yeah, so crusty, just broke off here. But you know, speaking of adding things to inventory, if any of you guys are interested in, oh look, there's an accident out there. Hey, son of a bitch, eh? See, you set something down, it's like a girl's legs. Anyway, as I was gonna say, if you guys are interested in this stuff, I got the front tires off the 4850. I got a couple rear rims. Of course, this one's got a broken hub, and two of them have a broken hub. But whoever, if someone's interested, we'll talk about it. Or the 50/20 rear tires, or the 50/20 front tires. Any of you guys are interested in any of this stuff, shoot me a PM and or if you got me on Facebook, shoot me a message and figure something out. And if someone wants them, they can have them. So yeah, let me know if you guys need any old tractor tires, because I don't need any anymore. I got new stuff coming. Well, speaking of inventory, I still needed an axle rivet cap for the 5020 here, so I took one off those 4850 tires, and I'm gonna put it on the 5020, just because I can. So anyway, I'm gonna show you guys how to put that on. I'll put the I gotta grab a C-clamp out of the shed. My dad gave me some bigger ones, so I'll see if they work or not. So we're gonna take this big C-clamp. Hope you guys can see alright. And we're just going to cinch this down here a little bit. It is an awfully big clamp to put on such a little part, but you do need the width. So just kind of tighten this down on there like so. Like so. You also have to get it started on there kind of straight. So I'm just going to give it a little tap with a hammer. I think I already got it started on there alright, but beautiful. And just like that, boys, that's how she's done. Well, there you go. I guess now we can finally call the 5020 finished. Well, I figured I'd come out and do the body work here on the 4850 since I don't really have much else to do today, so it's really not too difficult to do. I just mixed up some JB weld here. Just put the 50-50 mix in, mixy, use a little flatten the popsicle sticks and just mix it right up, and then you just put it over your casting seam. I'm going to cheat though because I have the heat gun. I guess put it back in the shed, but going to use a heat gun and dry this stuff up and grind her down, and then we'll have the casting seam done on it. So at least it looks like something got done on the tractor. But yeah. Hopefully those parts from Dakota Toys don't take too long to show up and I can put this one back together. I'm kind of ambitious to put it together. Well, maybe I'll get this video edited up and throw dinner in the oven, and maybe I'll sand that JB weld down tonight, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But anyway, I know a couple people sent some stuff in for the Greatest Farm Toy Collection on YouTube last week, so that should hopefully show up next week, which would be pretty sweet. For anyone else interested in a tractor combine piece of equipment for the Greatest Farm Toy Collection on YouTube, the PO box address in the description box down below, and we'll keep our eyes out for anything that shows up. And I greatly appreciate anything that you guys do send in. Hopefully those 4955 parts show up next week, and I can get that painted and put back together, and we can have another one for the shelves. We gotta go pick up a rivet gun though first, and a bunch of rivets so I can put the cab back on, but that's pretty easy to come by. So anyway, if you like this video, please comment, rate, and subscribe.